Gini kambo aja kambo na chuku nelekota manya. Gini kamado bonowa na chuku neletamo. Nothing. And that's when I see that long thing they normally carry human being. Man well dressed, here they cover them. No window, no fan. And you know they complain. He's calm. Gini kambo aja kambo na chuku nelekota manya. Gini kamado onowa na chuku neletamo. And that's why we need to make haste. We need to make haste. There was a man, a very wealthy man in the East who loved gospel, who used his money building churches, helping the widows, helping the poor, raising gospel preachers. And he has about 3 sons who were well blessed. One day the father fell sick, and so all of them heard that their father had been admitted. They had spent over 1 week in the hospital, so they came down and they saw their father in the hospital, and he was talking to them. He said, but thank God all of you are here, because I know I cannot just get you like this. Because 3 of them came down at the same time and rushed to hospital to see their father. The father said, sit close to me, hear me. When he started talking to the children, they started crying. He said, don't cry, it's good I tell you now. He said, let me tell you, should in case I didn't leave this hospital. They now listened. He said, should in case today or any other day. He said, I know I made money myself, and you also have stand all of you very well. He said, don't spend money buying expensive gasket for me. He said, you know I hate it and I condemn it anywhere I see it. He said, those money can be used for the evangelism, used for gospel, can be used to raise people, not to bury it inside the ground. He said, if it's possible, I know you won't do that. He was telling the children. He said, the same blanket where I lie down and take my last breath, use it and cover me. He said, I'm okay with that. He said, whatever you value for my burial, value for everything about me for that thing. He said, the major part of it, he said, if it's possible, you can rent aircraft, print tracts, spread it in the bush. Let those who never hear. The man will come one day, we shall also return, and we shall give account. Who no see, who no read, let the paper bear witness when he march upon them. And he said, this is the major thing I want you to do for me. The children said, who can do that? He said, but another thing. He said, you know, there is a particular song I love. He now told him the artist who did that song. He said, bring him. He said, when I am returning back to where I come from, he said, no child is a stranger in his father's house. He said, as they are putting back the sand which God used to create me, as the sand dust is returning back to dust, he said, let that man raise his voice. Let heaven and earth hear that I have finished my own assignment. And he asked the children, asked him, what song is that? Fading away like the stars of the morning, losing their life in that glorious song. Thus we go back from the earth and its toiling. Only remember by what we have done. Only remember. Only remember. Only remember by what we have done. Thus we go back from the earth and its toiling. Only remember by what we have done. The children began to cry. Papa, is that what you need? He said, that's all I need. He said, if you do it for me, if a dead man can look back, I would celebrate. I'll be happy. I know that I have children, and heaven will be glad that I did my work, and I'll be glad wherever I am. Heaven himself will not be disappointed over me. And did you know the man didn't survive that sickness? And the children did. And they brought Brother Colinus, who owns that album, who stood in that gap and raised that song while they are burying the man. In fact, no, the preacher didn't make altar call. When that song, based on what the children said, what their father said, before they lower them. People kneel down and begin to call Jesus. Oh, to a kaikesi na juwan kawela nani olo kageji cheta. Only remember, by what we have done. Thus we go back from the earth and is toiling.